They don't tell you what's in the trunk. That's how you know it's bad. You're standing in the dusty parking lot behind an abandoned warehouse on the outskirts of the city at 2 a.m. The air smells of diesel and dry desert wind. A black SUV sits idling in front of you, windows tinted so dark they look like voids. Two men you've only met once before slide a heavy duffel bag into the back seat without a word. Then they hand you the keys and a loaded pistol. Drive it north. Don't stop for anything. Not cops, not accidents, not even if the engine catches fire. You understand? You nod, mouth dry. You took this job because you needed money fast. Quick runs, easy cash, no questions asked. That was the promise. Tonight, they changed the rules. Tonight, they gave you a gun and told you the price of failure. You climb into the driver's seat. The leather is cold. The engine growls to life. In the rearview mirror, you catch a glimpse of the two men watching you pull away. Their eyes are flat. They don't expect you to come back. This is your first real job as a low-level cartel driver. You leave the city lights behind and turn onto the narrow back roads that snake through the desert. No headlights, phone completely off. The only light comes from the faint glow of the dashboard and the moon hanging low over the mountains. Every shadow looks like it's moving. You keep both hands on the wheel and your eyes glued to the mirrors. Every pair of distant headlights makes your stomach twist. Is that a cop, a rival crew, or just some farmer heading home late? You can't tell. You don't dare find out. The gun sits heavy on the passenger seat. You've never fired one outside of a range. Now it feels like both protection and a death sentence. If things go wrong, they expect you to use it. On who? You don't even know. The road gets rougher. Potholes rattle the chassis. Every bump makes you glance at the trunk in the rear view. You still don't know what or who is back there. They made it very clear. Don't ask, don't look, don't stop. Hours crawl by. Your neck aches. Your eyes burn from staring into darkness. Sweat sticks your shirt to your back even though the night air is cold. This is the daily reality of the job. Constant fear, constant silence, constant knowledge that one mistake ends everything. You pass a small town sleeping in the distance. A single police cruiser sits parked on the side of the highway with its lights off. You slow down just enough not to look suspicious, then accelerate again once you're past. Your heart doesn't stop racing for another 10 miles. Then your phone, which you were told to keep off, vibrates once in your pocket. You ignore it. It vibrates again. Against your better judgment, you glance at the screen. It's your handler. A single message. Route changed. Avoid the main highway. Before you can reply, the signal drops. You try calling back. Nothing. The line is dead. That's when you see it up ahead. Red and blue lights flashing across the desert road. A police blockade. Two cruisers, spike strips already laid out, officers with rifles standing behind their vehicles. It's exactly where it shouldn't be. Someone tipped them off. Your handler has gone silent. Panic floods your chest. You have maybe 30 seconds before they spot you. The road behind you is empty. No turning back without looking obvious. The desert stretches dark on both sides. You grip the wheel tighter. Your mind races through every story you've heard about drivers who got caught. Some disappear. Some get tortured for information. Some simply never make it home. Then something worse happens. A muffled sound comes from the trunk. Thump. Then another. The trunk starts moving. Someone or something is inside, and they're trying to get out. You weren't supposed to be carrying people. They told you it was packages, drugs, money, never people. But the movement is unmistakable. A person is kicking, struggling, trying to break free. Now you're part of something much bigger, and if you fail, they won't just kill the person in the trunk, they'll kill you too, slowly, to send a message. The blockade is getting closer. Flashlights are sweeping the road. One of the officers steps forward, hand raised, signaling you to stop.
Your hands are shaking so hard you can barely keep the SUV straight. In that moment, everything changes. You make a decision that no one gave you permission to make. Instead of slowing down or trying to talk your way through, you crank the wheel hard to the right. The SUV leaves the pavement and plunges into the open desert. Dirt and rocks explode under the tires. The suspension screams. The vehicle fishtails wildly as you fight to keep control. Behind you, lights flare up. Sirens scream to life. You floor it. The desert is unforgiving. Dips, cactus, sudden washes that can flip a car in seconds. You drive like a man possessed, weaving between shadows, praying the tires don't blow. The thumping from the trunk grows louder, more desperate. You don't know who is back there. You don't know why they're there. All you know is that turning back towards the city means certain death. So you point the nose of the SUV deeper into the desert, towards the empty darkness where even the cartel might lose your trail. For the first time tonight, you're making your own choice. Not following orders, not playing it safe, just surviving. The sirens fade for a moment, then grow louder again. Headlights bounce wildly in your mirrors. Dust clouds rise behind you like a storm. You don't know if you'll make it to the next ridge. You don't know if the person in the trunk will survive the beating they're taking. You don't know whether the sound you hear in the distance is rescue helicopters, or the engines of men coming to finish what the police started. All you know is that you turned the wheel, and that single turn might be the last decision you ever make.